the death of Charlie Kirk highlights a couple of things. It highlights the evil, the corrupt people, predominantly on the left side of politics. I've really come to that strong conviction. People on the left side of politics that are very evil, very dark within themselves, and very corrupt. They're trying to corrupt the foundations of this world, the traditional values that many of us uphold. They're trying to corrupt the cultures, the civilization, the histories of countries. They're trying to change a lot of things. And when they are confronted about their darkness that they're trying to bring into the world and people fight out against it, they will go to extreme lengths to try dehumanize you by labeling anybody that speaks the truth as right-wing, racists, anti-immigrants. These are sort of the characteristics or the go-to tactics of the people on the left, the people that want to corrupt this world. And because they're corrupted themselves, they want that corruption to spread across everybody else rather than confronting it and fixing the personal issues that they deal with, the true darkness and the demons that exist within them. They don't want to do that, so they push that corruption upon the world. And these are sort of the tactics that they go to. Anybody in any conversation, and I don't entertain any conversation with anybody where if I speak the truth or I give my values and my opinion, their first attempt is to dehumanize and call you anti-immigrant, call you racist, call you right-wing, and say all of these things. Those are very, very weak tactics by weak people, and weak people will go through extremely horrible lengths and do incredibly weak things rather than confronting things in a proper way, because the darkness that is within them, they don't even know the depths of that darkness within themselves. And sadly, so Charlie Kirk had to lose his life for his political views and the strong views that he upholds. I agree with many things that Charlie Kirk says, not everything, but many of his points are valid, many of his views I agree with. The foundations of his traditional, his spiritual beliefs, I agree with. And the issue you face is when you're doing that and you're speaking the truth and your movement carries weight, the voice and the words that you have carry incredible amount of weight. Those that are on the left, when they can't fight that, and they know they can't fight it because they have there's very little logic, there's very little facts other than corruption, lies, behind their agendas. This is what happens, right? They try by any means necessary to try shut the conversation down, and sadly so Charlie Kirk's situation is he lost his life. And the horrible side of it is that now I've seen many celebrities, how a father, there's a child waking up today without a father. There's a wife who has just witnessed and will be watching videos of her husband getting murdered, has seen that over and over again, losing their life partner. And you rejoice in that, you celebrate in that because the man held certain views or because the man said certain things. That is why you deem he's no longer qualified to be on this planet. And those that are rejoicing in that, you're no different to the person that has pulled the trigger. In my view, for you to rejoice at a man's death, you might as well have pulled the trigger yourself. And that is a sin within itself that is punishable. And many underestimate and many think this is the only world that exists. Far beyond this, there's another one. Charlie Kirk's soul has been set free. He's been made a martyr, as many people, as I read a quote, his soul has been set free. But for those that rejoice in the death of others, for those that corrupt things in this world, for those that want to do evil and spread evil and like a plague upon this planet, in this time, you won't experience it. Maybe. You might be fortunate. But when this is done, when your clock runs out, every crime, every sin is punishable. And it will be punished. And it may sound delusional and some people will lie, yeah, whatever. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the soul has to leave the body. Where the soul goes, where you go, there's a price to pay for the things that you have done wrong and the things that you have done good. But this is the reality of the world that we live in right now. This is the dangers. And for me personally, and my following here, whenever anybody engages with you in a conversation and you're sharing honest views, strong views that you uphold, and their first reaction is to turn around and label you as right-wing, right? Because the irony of it is most people who are being labeled as right-wing don't even engage in that identity politics of labeling people left-wing or whatever. And more times it's just people that are speaking the truth, right down the middle, calling it the truth as it is, looking at facts, knowing what's going on and being aware of it, and people that hold good, strong values within themselves are being labeled such things. When somebody labels you that and they're trying to kill that conversation, no one, you're not dealing with an intellectual person, you're dealing with an emotionally uncontrolled, somebody who's emotionally unstable, not in control of their emotions, no intellect in my view. Because to label somebody that just because they uphold certain views, strong views, which in 90% of the cases I've seen, people being labeled as right wing, they're not even right wing, they're not extremists on that side. And they're people that are telling the truth. And when you tell the truth against those that are spreading lies or those that have their own hidden evil agendas, this is how they try to stop it. It's like a whining child who doesn't know how to control their emotions. And they're very weak and dangerous people. You know, weak men are dangerous. Strong men are more reliable because they know the depths of the capacities that they have. Weak people don't know the depths of their weakness until they're put into situations and the weakest reactions out of them come out first. And this is what we're witnessing in this world. It is a shame. My deepest condolences for Charlie's family, and we pray, may God, have mercy upon his soul. May God forgive the things that were done in this world on his part that maybe weren't in line with the path that he was destined to walk. But may the message he carried, if it was truly divine, carry more weight than ever before. And, may peace be upon all of his family as well, because these are truly, truly testing times for anybody to lose anyone. And the fact that others can rejoice on that is absolutely horrific, tragic, and disgusting.